Points.
Yeah, elite level footwork, and you saw it there on the opening possession. His ability to feel where the defensive player is, stay on balance, step underneath, and step through. If you're Alabama, that is not where Drew Timme can ever catch the ball. That close to the basket, because if he gets it there, it's over.
Jahvon Quinerly from deep, and Alabama, who led the country and made threes last season.
You know that in that Texas game, 33% of their shots when he was off the floor came in the paint. When he was on the floor, only 15% of their shots came inside the paint. It's an intimidating factor, all with the wingspan of 7'6".
Here's the offense, is where they rank in the early part of the season as far as scoring, as the Zags close to 87 points per game, and Alabama over 80.
Off the top, he's coming off of two of his best games, averaging 16 points per in the last two. He's been ultra efficient, hasn't turned it over, rebounding the ball well.
And attacking the basket, Alabama. 9-7 Zags. Here's a three launched, and a pretty stroke from Jaden Shackelford for Alabama.
He can getting out and running. I mean, Andrew Nembhard is so good in transition. There turns it over, but I think teams want to see, can he step out and shoot the three? Because
pretty reverse. Jahvon Quinerly for Alabama. Follow Mike Schmitz on Twitter as well to get his latest at Mike_Schmitz. And he's got full write-ups on everybody and a good breakdown of Keon Ellis of Alabama is his latest tweet earlier today. But Alabama enjoying, Sean, their largest lead. They're up 5.
And they're staying true to the identity. One of Nate Oates' best attributes is just how much they stay true to who they are.
Shackelford again. You are Mr. Positive.
Except for when Roger picks us up at the hotel a little bit late today. Thanks, Roger.
And the lay-in, pretty drive, and a quick dart by Jahvon. On the baseline, and Bolton is denied by Charles Bediako. And a quick burst again. Jahvon Quinerly for Alabama. Going on the road in Boulder, which is not an easy place to play on the road. Very young team for Tad Boyle in Colorado. Strong first half for Alabama. They have hit 9 threes. Jaden Shackelford, 10 first half threes for the Crimson Tide.
Mark was working out back in the day, too. Got a little gun show going on.
Yeah.
You know? But 8 out of their 11 points here in the second half have come in the paint. And you know who has not gotten a clean look from the outside, not attempted a three-point shot so far?
Jaden Shackelford?
Yeah, so defensively staying much more attached to Shackelford, and offensively getting back to where their strength is, and that is attacking and finding ways to score in the paint.
Tough step back. Jahvon Quinerly.
It's a big part of why you see improvement across the board in the SEC. Could be the deepest conference in the country this season. The SEC is loaded from top to bottom.
J.D. Davison, a big three for the Crimson Tide.
This is one of those games where it feels like a one-possession contest at the end.
1 and 1. The 17th foul, and the second on Andrew Nembhard, as Jahvon Quinerly.
Quinerly was sensational last year in the SEC tournament. He's the most outstanding player.
Average almost 16 a game in the SEC tournament, as the Crimson Tide, the reigning. Jaden Shackelford. Shot clock inside 10.
Quinerly's got to attack him.
He hits a three from the corner.
The physical nature of the game, they brought the fight to Gonzaga, and they didn't back down.
Look, they won the SEC last year, and you're so familiar with that league, Sean. Where do you see them in the landscape of the SEC this year as Noah Gurley finishes?
Well, as I mentioned, you talk about